to try and understand. You heard and saw what Israeli citizens are going through, what journalists are talking about in Israel. Let me take you to the other side now. We are now being joined by Tareq Hajjaj. He is a correspondent who is based in Gaza. Tareq, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. I first want to start by asking you, what is the situation on the Gaza Strip right now? There has been continuous retaliatory air bombings that have taken place in the city. What is the situation at this moment?
Well, the situation is critically dangerous. Saturday overnight was rough for Palestinians in Gaza. The Israeli bombardment never stops. Massive airstrike and shelling target resident towers, homelands, police headquarters, checkpoints, and civil institutions. 5 resident towers, which are homes for thousands of people, have been completely destroyed since Saturday afternoon, and hundreds of homes were bombed with people still inside. Several families across the Gaza Strip were wiped out by the Israeli bombing in Deir al-Balah, Khan Yunis, and Rafah. In addition, Israel announced it would cut off power supplies to the Gaza Strip, so now people will only receive 2 to 4 hours of power daily. The bombings have also damaged other infrastructure and some areas in Gaza, and some areas in Gaza have lost internet connection in addition to power. The Gaza Health Ministry reported 370 were killed by the Israeli fire and over 2,200 injuries. Dozens of people are still missing without any details about them. People in Gaza knew the incoming Israeli response would be overwhelming. In Ashajaya neighborhood where I live, an area home to over 300,000 people in the eastern Gaza, people began packing their belongings and leaving their homes to the central of the Gaza city. Some people went to their relatives' home, but most headed to the UNRWA schools in Gaza.
Okay.
UNRWA said that 28 schools in Gaza are prepared to host people who evacuated their homes across the Gaza Strip, and reported that 20,000 people had already evacuated to the schools since Saturday.
Tareq, may I ask you this? Like you said, that there was an expectation that the Israeli retaliation is going to be extremely, extremely hard. What would you like to say to those who are saying that, after the massacre which has happened within the confines of Israel on Israeli soil, Israel has the right to retaliate, and Israeli Prime Minister is saying that he is going after Hamas targets?
Let's agree at the beginning of this that the Palestinian reaction, or the Palestinian battle this time, is a reaction to the Israeli violence to the Palestinians in the West Bank and our holy sites, including Al-Aqsa Mosque. This war only for this reason. So when Israel just do their extremely violence against Palestinians, there must be a reaction from Palestinians. And this time, all Palestinians in all their existence places are joining this battle to defend their holy places and defend their people. Israel is always destroying Gaza and launching its war against civilians in Gaza,
right.
Destroying homes with civilians inside, killing people, innocent people, children, women.
But Tareq, while I agree that civilians have lost their lives, precious lives, throughout many years, and Palestinians have lost their lives, they have been living in deplorable conditions. But does that mean the reaction should be killing children and elderly on the other side?
The Palestinians have to fight to their rights in case, especially in a time that all the international world or the international community neglecting Palestinian their right. So years ago, Palestinians asking the complete world, just give us our right, give us our statehood, and no one answers. I'm asking you, is there any way for Palestinians to take their rights from the Israeli occupation other than that?
I don't understand whether killing civilians does also, in fact, include in that kind of resistance. But Tareq, thank you so much for joining us. It's very vital to understand what is going on as far as the Gaza Strip is concerned and the other side of the argument when it comes to Israel. Thank you for joining me at this moment.